going back to Ding, of course, it's remarkable. It's like because he only played the candidates because of the war.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we can call it a war, the invasion of Russia and Ukraine. Like, otherwise, Sergey would not have said all this stuff. He wouldn't have been banned by the ethics commission. A spot wouldn't have opened up, and Ding, who didn't try to qualify, wouldn't have qualified. Like, Ding didn't play the World Cup, Grand Swiss, or Grand Prix. Those were the 3 qualification routes, which, for example, like Wesley played, Levon played, Maxime played.
Probably because he was having like huge problems getting out of China.
Yeah, I don't know the situation, but he either decided it's not worth it, or he was just physically incapable of leaving the country. I suspect he decided it wasn't worth it because we saw some Chinese players playing, like
Yu Yangyi.
Yu
I think he
Yangyi
was playing.
played-
Wang Hao. Was Wang Hao playing? He played the Grand Prix, right?
Wang Hao.
Grand Swiss. Never mind. No, I always
No, he
confuse
didn't.
those.
He didn't play the Grand Swiss.
He did not play the
He
Grand
didn't.
Swiss. Mm.
I don't remember if he was in the cycle at all because I don't think so because he announced his retirement.
Oh yeah, Wang Hao
But
retired.
Yu Yangyi was definitely in the Grand Prix and in the Grand Swiss.
Mm-hmm.
I remember him there. I don't know if he was in the World Cup.
Yeah.
But yeah, a lot of players tried, and it's a tough qualification process. A lot of players didn't make it. So yeah, he was probably thinking, well, this is not my cycle to make. I'll try to make the next one. But then he got this, golden opportunity. He plays a bunch of games, and by rating he qualifies. So yeah, that was a remarkable opportunity for him to play, and then he gets another this. I mean, I don't want to talk about luck, but for him, let's talk about luck a little bit. Like that was definitely a bit lucky.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I felt like that spot opened up, and I felt like that's probably going to go to Ding. And then the next day, he started this cycle of playing 4 games a day, or like 2 games a day for like 4 weeks, and amass like whatever he needed, 36 games or something like that to make it.
I think it was 28 games.
It was just something ridiculous.
Yeah, it was a lot of games and compiled into 1 month. He played like
Yeah.
1 month of non-stop chess against his compatriots, and yeah, he gained like 5 rating points. He didn't need to gain rating, but he basically kept his rating, which is what he needed. He basically just didn't have to drop below, I think it was like
2760, something like that.
27. I don't know, because Levon was like 2785 or something.
But it was some sort of a formula, right?
Yeah, maybe it was.
And I don't think that one counted.
It was pretty much in the bag unless he did very badly. Now, okay, like FIDE for me, they just like that process doesn't make any sense. If you don't have a rating spot, then you shouldn't have a rating spot as the backup.
Yeah.
Like if someone drops out, then it should go to 3rd place World Cup, which was Fedoseev. 3rd place Grand Swiss, which was Oparin. 3rd place.
My student, yeah.
Yeah, your student. He would have been candidates. No, I mean, we can debate about whether these are of course, Ding is like heads and shoulders stronger than most of the players who would have qualified via these means. And Ding is like fully belongs in the candidates, right? If he makes it, then he's there. And he's as strong as anyone there. But for me, like just for the cohesiveness of the qualification process, you shouldn't like suddenly just throw rating in there. It should be either you have a rating spot, and that's either your backup, or you have no rating spot and that's not your backup, and the backup goes to 3rd place Grand Prix, for example. I don't know who that was. Maybe it was Wesley, who would also make sense in the candidates, right? Wesley fully makes sense in the candidates.
And wasn't there some sort of a situation very similar to that in 2020 when
it was Maxime.
Alexenko qualified?
Yeah, well, so that was a wild card.
That was a wild card. Alexenko was the wild card.
Yeah.
But they took him because he basically took the second place.
This is actually
in the
a
Grand
funny
Swiss.
story. The Grand Swiss was first place was Wang Hao. He qualifies. I got second place. I was already qualified, being the previous challenger. The second place didn't matter.
And he got third place, right?
But the wild card had to be. So the wild card was going to be a Russian because it was held in Russia.
It was held in Russia.
So the Russian sponsor would pick a Russian wild card. That means that normally it would go to Sergei Karyakin because he was, or Alexander Grishik maybe,
right,
the highest rated Russian players. But it had to be someone who got 3rd place, and I think it was either Grand Swiss or the World Cup or something. and none of these players made it. The only available option was Alexyenko. So he got, I can't remember the place. Maybe it wasn't third place, but it was some place that was necessary, like requirement according to
I
regulations,
think it was third.
to be eligible for.
He beat Grishuk in the last round. Didn't he?
No, he actually beat Karyakin in the last round.
Karyakin, sorry. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was a weird opening, and I guess they both felt they needed to win. So Karyakin plays knight of 3 first move.
They sacrificed, one of them sacrificed a piece.
Yeah,
early
Karyakin
on.
did. It was kind of a crazy game. Karyakin starts with knight of 3. Alexyenko responds first move d5, g3, and then he plays this weird knight d7 move.
Yeah.
Totally totally unknown stuff. So yeah, there's always like some kind of weird thing that happens. Also, like, you know, Rajabov dropping out, that was kind of weird in the last candidates. Unexpected, and at least, but overall this candidates went a lot smoother than the last one, because at least this one was finished in one go and not over the course of a full year.